Are you tired of bad news and negative headlines? So are we. Stick around for a weekly news segment brought to you by Central Perk. Good news, everyone! Apple to launch Developer Academy in Detroit as part of a $100 million racial justice investment. Apple Incorporated shared more information Wednesday about its plans to invest $100 million towards racial justice goals. The company is making a $25 million contribution to help launch the Propel Center, which supports students and faculty members at historically black colleges and universities. Apple's contribution will help the Propel Center offer programming virtually as well as in person through a physical campus at the Atlanta University Center. The company will invest $10 million in Harlem Capital, an early-stage venture capital company that invests in diverse founders. Apple also intends to open an Apple Developer Academy in Detroit that will offer 30-day introductory courses for those considering becoming app developers, as well as more intensive 10 to 12-month program helping developers build their skills. Apple expects to serve nearly 1,000 students every year with programming and coding, designing, marketing, and professional skills. Speaking with CBS This Morning, Chief Executive Tim Cook said that Apple is looking for desire, creativity, and a level of interest among applicants to this program. University of Michigan students start free online tutoring service for low-income families. Alina Bartwell wanted to get involved with volunteers over the summer, but because of the coronavirus pandemic, in-person volunteering was largely impossible. That's when she got the idea of becoming an online tutor. Now she's more than a dozen other students have created My Tutor, a free online tutoring service that helps K-12 students in low-income families get help with their schoolwork. As schools transition to online platforms, Bartwell realized that now is the time to help students keep up with school, especially for low-income families who might not be able to comfortably afford typical tutoring rates. We all know that lower-income families have been hit harder than anyone by the pandemic. Some have lost their jobs and some have been forced to quit in order to help their kids with school. Many are essential workers working long hours and cannot be home to help their kids with school, said Bartwell, a sophomore from Ann Arbor. We want to give back in the best, safest way we can by helping their kids perform better in school for free. Cork student who designed software to detect deepfake videos wins 2021 BT Young Scientist in Technology Exhibition contest. Greg Tarr, a 17-year-old leaving cert student at Brandon Grammar School in Cork, devised an advanced computer program using artificial intelligence to detect deepfake videos, which have caused havoc on social media channels. It is quicker and more accurate than many of the state-of-the-art detection systems the judges have found. As technological tools have advanced, so too has the spread of misinformation. The societal impact is widespread, from bullying in small social networks to influencing democratic elections. A particularly sinister form of misinformation is when the synthetic image or video is created by replacing a face with the likeness of another, known as deepfake. Police handing out positive tickets to Calgary kids. Calgary police have launched a campaign to reward kids for showing positive behavior. The Calgary Police Service has partnered with Circle K for its positive ticketing program, which launched Monday, coinciding with the return to school. The aim of the program is to reward young people if they are seen following COVID-19 rules or showing an act of kindness to those in the community. We are excited to be part of the program that positively impacts the life of the youth, said Staff Sergeant Ralph Veckenstead. It helps to create a stronger community. Some of the good deeds officers will be looking for include wearing a bike helmet, looking both ways before crossing an intersection, wearing masks, and washing hands. The initiative, dubbed Operation Heat, will run through the rest of winter before changing to Operation Freeze for the spring and summer months. Electric cars hit a record of 54% of sales in Norway as Volkswagen overtakes Tesla. Battery electric vehicles accounted for more than half of all the cars sold in Norway last year, putting the country way out in front in efforts to kill off the internal combustion engine. And Tesla lost its sales crown to the Volkswagen Group. Norway is using huge tax incentives to help ensure that every new passenger car and van sold in the country by the end of 2025 is zero emissions. Record electric vehicle sales in 2020 means that the country is now ahead of schedule, according to Øyvind Solberg Thorsen, CEO of the Norwegian Road Federation. The market share of electric cars in Norway increased by 54% in 2020 from 42% the previous year. When hybrid vehicles are included, the share of electrified vehicles hit 83% last year. Petrol and diesel cars, which had a combined market share of 71% in 2015, now have just 17%. Norway, which is the largest crude oil producer in Western Europe, has been using tax breaks to increase sales of electric cars for decades. Oil revenue helped build the country's 1.3 trillion sovereign wealth fund, which is now embracing renewable energy and dumping oil and gas stocks.